The Random Jottings of Donald J. in Nelson in Pendle, Lancashire. Sir John Towneley Burnley, Towneley Hall haunting manifestation. A former owner of the building, Towneley is reluctant to vacate his former property. He makes his presence known by playing with the lights and creating unrecognisable sounds. In the heart of Burnley stood a magnificent building known as Towneley Hall. The grand estate was once owned by a wealthy man named Sir John Towneley, who had passed away many years ago. Despite his death, it was rumoured that Sir John's spirit still lingered within the walls of the historic mansion. One chilly evening, a group of friends decided to visit the Towneley Hall for a bit of adventure. They were intrigued by the stories of the haunting manifestation and wanted to see if there was any truth to them. As they made their way through the halls, they couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. Suddenly, the lights flickered on and off, sending the group into a state of panic. They heard strange noises coming from every corner, but they couldn't quite place what they were. It sounded like someone was moving furniture around, but they couldn't see anyone. The friends quickly realized that they were not alone in the building. As they turned around, they caught a glimpse of a shadowy figure lurking in the corner. It was Sir John Towneley himself, dressed in his old-fashioned attire and looking as real as ever. The group froze in fear as Sir John began to approach them. They could hear his footsteps getting closer and closer, but they couldn't bring themselves to move. Suddenly, Sir John spoke, and to their surprise, his voice was gentle and kind. "I mean you no harm," he said. "I am merely a spirit who cannot seem to let go of my former property." The group listened intently as Sir John told them about his love for the estate and how difficult it was for him to leave it behind. He explained that he often played with the lights and created strange noises to remind people of his presence. The friends left the Towneley Hall that night with a newfound respect for the supernatural. They realized that ghosts were not always malevolent and that sometimes they just wanted to be heard. From that day forward, they would always remember the kind spirit of the Sir John Towneley and the legacy that he left behind. By Donald J.